say I'm off Vero. Got a few of the guys, Danny, Casey, and another friend out here. They're in their kayaks. I'm on my board, and this is the mullet run. Something going nuts here. I got a fish on. Woo! That didn't take long. Whoa! Ladyfish. Great. Ow! Pulled off. Even though it's a mullet run, if you get a ladyfish, fantastic bait. You got to remember, man, these tarpon and snook have been eating mullet for days on end, and if they can get a ladyfish, that's like candy. It's guaranteed a big fish. So, well, some of the things you want to look for when you're paddling along the beach on a mullet run is birds. Pelicans are your best friends. Seagulls too, but mostly pelicans. Here I got a school of it's basically seagulls with a few pelicans mixed in. So I'm gonna paddle up there. That means there's bait there. Where there's bait, you're gonna find the predators. I've never seen so many sea turtles. Man, this is baby sea turtles. They're about yay big. Got a fish on. Whoa. There we go. Kind of break the ice. All right, there we go. A little Jack Crevalle. Start the day. Always fun fish. Here we go. Small. Little jack, it feels like. Woo! Jack Fest today. Oh well. We're getting a little action. There you go. That's what I got. It's a Gulfstream lure. It's a troll right jig head, and I'm just going to throw it out there. Drag this mullet on the bottom, and the tarpon are going to be on these schools, but generally underneath them. So a lot of times that's what they're doing. They're looking for that weak fish, the fish that got hit, and they're going to pounce on those. And I've had more tarpon hookups using that technique. Whoa! Shark there. Whoa! Whoa, he took my bait. He took my bait. I'll see. Head your way. I'm leaving the guys behind, so time to throw out the drift chute. Got my drift chute out. It's gonna allow me to put some pressure on this fish. Ah, he's off. Probably cut through. Oof! Wow, look at that. Unbelievable. Big, big, big silver king. Okay, here we go. Nervous bait, very nervous bait. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tarpon on.
1 minute.
Now we're talking.
He didn't take it.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh. Whoa! Spinner! Whoa! 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 Look out, Daddy! Oh! Woo! Let's put it on a show. Nah, I think he's heading to me. Oh, he's still on. Woo! Spinner. Whoa! Oh, he's off. He broke it.
He broke?
Yeah. Woo! On a jig head. Okay, here we go. All right, fish on. Whoa! Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Barracuda, that's a nice barracuda.
Decent size. Got a couple of good jumps out of him. Hey, mullet run, you never know. And here it is, you know, it's getting close to midday and the tarpon bite's turning on and some other bites are turning on. So you don't have to be out here first thing in the morning, even though we are. Whew. Oh! Broke off, man. I think he bit through at 80. Yep, sure did. About a 5-foot cuda. He just went through that 80 pound. That's what happens, but you know, yeah, you take your chances. Hopefully that circle gets him in the corner of the mouth and you stand a good chance of landing him. But yeah, it's a barracuda. I want to catch tarpon, so I'll take my chances with the... Like I say, man, it's the beginning of the mullet run. And you do it in a kayak, you do it in a paddleboard. And the main thing is, if it's too rough, stay on there. Just use your kayak or paddleboard as a beach cart and wait for the mullet to come down the beach. If you can launch, that's great. Now, if you're on a paddleboard, a couple of things I'll show you how I got mine rigged. Like I say up front, I do have a VHF radio. The VHF radios keep in contact with everybody. You know, it really can be important, man. I had a shark on and it was taking me away from the guy, so you know, you might need help. It's good to have. Camera mount up front, fish bag in case you get that snook. Didn't happen today. But live bait well. You carry live bait. I like fishing that during the mullet run. Like I say, if you don't, you can actually take a jig, throw a jig out there, rip that jig across the surface and actually snag them. They're so thick. So that's another option. So I actually did that one time. I hooked a mullet on the jig. I threw that jig out there, and I think that's the one I caught the shark on. So, but if you do bring a cast net, a small, actually a 4-foot, 5 is max that you want to throw on there. A 3 or 4 foot cast net, you'll catch enough bait to last all day. They're so thick and it's easy to throw from a paddleboard. You don't need a big net. You don't need a lot of bait either. Little bait well, cooler. Make sure your rod holders too are secure. You got some really good secure rod holders in case that fish hits. You get a tarpon or shark, and that's what we were hooking today. You want to make sure your rods are secure. Now, if you're on a paddleboard, got to have a leash. This ankle leash, same one they use on the surfboards. Guys, I can't tell you how important that is to have a leash. Because any reason I get knocked off that board, especially if I'm hooked up on a fish, I'll never catch it. Another thing too, drift chute. I had that one shark on and it was taking me for a ride, so I threw the drift chute out. That kept me from being dragged all over. So those are a couple of tips for it. So you never know. You hit the beach, could be mullet here, there may not. There might be mullet and the tarpon are hidden. You never know until you get here. So the best bet, spend a little time, get on the water, and during a mullet run, you just got to put your time in to get the perfect time when the tarpon are hidden and the mullet are running. So, well, it's been a great day out here, man. Had a lot of fun. Hooked a tarpon, hooked some sharks. Didn't land my tarpon yet up here, but one day I will. So this is Pete Hink. If you guys like this, please subscribe to my channel. Like I say, I'm trying to get new videos up every week. It really does help. You guys have a great week. Get out there, catch some fish.